What it does mean though is wisdom, right? You want to use wisdom when you walk into a space. The other thing that has happened to me along the way is that people have tried to shrink my light, and I responded to them trying to shrink my light, not by shrinking initially. Usually my response is to fight back if somebody tries to dim my light. But over time, I realized they didn't have to dim my light, because I was so afraid of their reaction, I would dim my own light. And it caused me to be more cautious about how I show up in a space, because everybody wasn't appreciating the fabulousness that was me in my mind. And then the other part was, as you begin to retrain yourself, sometimes because of how people react to you, it changes your DNA without you even realizing it. It changes your most natural flow. And it's an unintended consequence that we use to keep ourselves safe, to keep ourselves from rejection, to keep ourselves normal, right? Trying to fit in, when in fact we're not called to fit in all situations. Sometimes we are called to be a light and to be different. But in the spirit of fitting in, I was dimming my light. And so it's really interesting, because I was at a birthday party not a while ago. And I won't say whose party it was, but some of the feedback that I got was that I was quiet and kind of removed, which is so far from my personality. But it was yet another reminder to me that I've been changed as a result of how people have received me before and the feedback that I've gotten. And so I've become more cautious about sharing myself with people. I'm a little bit more reserved now upon initial meetings, and I'm really reading the room, maybe in some cases for too long, but I'm checking you out, right? So you're not just checking me out, I'm checking you out too, and really deciding how much of me I want to share with folks. So that happens. And sometimes that can come across as a negative if you're not careful. So I'm aware that in balancing out being cautious and balancing out being using wisdom, I need to be cognizant of not coming across as standoffish, mean, with an air, certain things that I've gotten feedback about. So that's my first question to you, and I'll go on mute, is what kind of feedback have you gotten about the energy that you bring to a space?